What up, though? What up, though? Ledge here, chill with me. Back with another one. I just hit y'all with the Get Back, RBE, Red Breed Entertainment recap. Shout out to Floss the Boss again for being my special guest who was there in the building. Going to go back to the traditional shit this time with my brother from another. He is the voice of the West. Check him out, Voice of the West on YouTube, NicoTV on YouTube. The one and only, man, Nico, bro. He here. What up?
Hey, what's going on with all my people out there, man? The voice of the West is in the building. Shout out to my guy Ledge for having me again, man. Hey,
Always.
we breaking down Genesis right now, man, because there's a lot of hidden characters that was at Genesis, man. I didn't know hidden characters was traveling to Atlanta, but they definitely had hidden travel. You know what I'm saying? I know them airlines got tired of looking at unknown names. Oh, hidden character one? Oh, hidden character two? Oh shit,
So
I,
we
I
so we
got
just
HCs out here.
we just gonna do
Gotta
that.
talk about
We're gonna do
that.
that just out the gate. That's what we're
Out
doing.
the gate. I got rounds for niggas, bro. I was cool in my little podcast. I was cool in my little recap, and I'm trying to break it down and be cool and break it down. Just let them know, okay, I can really break this thing down. You know what I'm saying, logically, and show you my process. Now that I done got all that out the way and I done been cool, now I got heat, nigga. I got heat for you niggas. Some of you niggas turned into, I don't know what y'all niggas turned into, but
That's
we gonna talk
crazy.
about it. Huh?
That's crazy. You gonna talk? Yeah, my man King Rowe. He said, "Damn, out the gate." That's what I'm saying. Like out the gate, you just like this,
Bruh,
bro.
we had one nigga transforming the Optimus hidden character. Like, listen, we had a lot of shit, man. Mega
Mm.
character, like it was a lot of shit, man. We gonna get into it though, man.
All right. So, like, first things first, before we really even get into any battles, this was the first chance for us to see what it was like. All right. By you coming out the gate like that, I already know how you about to feel about the whole caffeine thing. But so it's the first time being debuted live stream caffeine TV. Salute for them to them and their efforts on taking a chance at this
Mm-hmm.
and getting involved in the world of
Facts,
battle
sir.
rap. And
Give him some love first. Yeah, that's right.
you
Let him
think I'm
know.
setting them up for the kill shot? No, no, we ain't doing that. Well, all right,
I,
all right. So yeah, I'm being nice, but all seriousness, that
I,
was that was bad, man. It was bad. It was glitchy. There
hey,
was
look,
there was audio technical there's audio difficulties, glitching. I kept saying like I keep seeing half a screen like a lazy pick and roll player. Like it was just half a screen being blurred out. Audio
that's
was
annoying.
bad. It wasn't good for the first half of the show.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? Listen, caffeine. Listen. Appreciate y'all being in this adventure. We punched on Watch about a lot of the same way, so you guys are gonna get these punches. Just take the punches. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys stepping it up to give the culture something,
He about to shit on
give
him.
us something better. We appreciate. But caffeine, y'all did something I haven't said this before, but it came out. I said this at the top of my lungs watching the. Y'all giving URLTV, y'all giving the fans hidden stream. So now
I
it's
hate you.
not enough that we get the hidden characters. It's not enough that we get hidden fans out here talking hidden vernacular. Now we getting hidden streams
All
from
right.
caffeine. All right. See, this is when I knew. I knew for a fact. I said if caffeine ain't on that A, I just know one of these niggas not gonna be on the A game. It just let me know. And you know what? Maybe they knew. Maybe they knew, Ledge, that we was gonna get a hidden character performance or two. Maybe they was intentionally not giving us the stream
Oh,
because of
we
the
ain't
hidden
doing that.
material that we was finna hear.
We ain't
Maybe
doing
that's
that.
why. It could be a possibility. It could be. But the hidden streams, caffeine, we need y'all to do better. No more hidden stream. Sometimes the screen was dark, like it was just all black with audio. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was on Discord or on fucking OBS Studio at times. I'm like, damn, is this OBS Studio right here? Other times it's like the audio not matched with the fucking picture. What was that shit? What was the motherfuckers called in wrestling? Was it Kai and Tai or something like that? Where they would, their mouth would be moving and they would like, Indeed. Like that was
Oh,
some shit that I seen with this
yeah.
fucking stream. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
Oh yeah, them Asian cats, Takamichi Noku and
You
his
know what I'm talking
homeboys.
about?
Oh,
Indeed.
that's
Like that
crazy.
little shit, that's how it was, bro. Like, what is this?
Yeah. That was a throwback reference too. That was dope. Look, man, caffeine. Look, but I will say they didn't throw saying stones and hide their hands. They were very active on Twitter, answering questions. They had representatives who were had different Twitter handles. I forget his name. I know his name is Ben. He's like a big shot over there. I don't know what his job is, but he was in constant contact with us, trying to check and see is everybody's stream getting fixed? How is it? What are you seeing? Things like that. So they were trying. I don't think it's hard to kind of shit on them. This is their first time out, and it shows the power of the fans, man. They crashed their site, man. Hit their servers up. I remember that a lot of people were saying they couldn't get back on because this is almost like they shut the door. Like, okay, this is we at. I believe the exact terms were we are at capacity, right? So, if you were already in, you had to stay in, or because if you got bumped out, you wouldn't getting back. So, I don't know, man. Maybe you could look at it in a good way. Like that's how powerful the community is. No, you buying that?
Like, okay, how many times? Like, I know I wasn't the only one. How many of y'all got annoyed at that little rainbow circle they kept, the little buffering little thing they kept showing? I'm like, what the fuck is this? What am I looking at? All these damn colors bouncing around my screen. You better give me some picture, nigga. What is this? Like, I like at one point, bro, I'm getting mad because it's, bro. Okay, so the worst part about the stream, bro, is Geechee versus Twerk is the last is battles. But come on, right? My fucking stream would not load up, bruh. I'm talking about, I'm panicking. I'm like, nigga, I'm talking shit. Nigga, I'm going off on caffeine. I done given these niggas like 15 Lux and B dot third rounds. I'm like, you lost niggas. Like, I'm going
Why?
crazy.
Wait, why are you wait? Why are you calling caffeine lost niggas though? Like what?
Man, listen,
That's
I
a
call
that's
this, they was hidden, it was hidden streams, lost characters. I'm calling them every name under the
what?
sun, bruh. And then it finally came through. And I was like, all right, it's smooth. It was okay enough from my experience to not be totally tarnished, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was the one battle I cared about the most. I'm like, okay, if no other battle you give me quality, just give me this one. Just give me this one. I'm not asking for much. And they came through a little bit, so you know
Yeah, I think for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else. Shout out to the chat family. Shout out to OYK, Shannon, Kels is in here. Shout out to De Jesus, Celso and Blue. Anybody else is in here? If I miss you, I'm sorry. Like I said, my man Rowan here. But yeah, for me, I miss it was choppy for the two battles. Right around, I want to say maybe Arson Top or J Rest and Rum, whichever one of those was first. That's when it got good, and I was solid the rest of the way. Um, they were working, like I said, diligently throughout the night. So, and they kept in touch. And this is all you can ask for. Let me read some in the comments. People are saying, then they put the crying MJ face from the Kobe Memorial on the rainbow circle. I don't remember that. That's wild. Cells and Blue said, I just gave up and settled with the circle dots with the audio only. I did that for a minute too, Cells, and I did that too. My man Ro King 22, literally kicked me out and told me I couldn't get back in for 30 minutes. But once I got back on it, it was smooth. OYK said I had a solid video on Chrome on my iPad and sound, but frozen video on my phone. Another thing that people were saying that kind of helped too, and maybe if this happens again, which it shouldn't, hey, it shouldn't happen. You hear me? It shouldn't. But if it does, another thing is it was streaming on Drake's channel, the boy. So make sure, I was kind of if you go back and forth, you was probably getting some good feedback because when I went to Drake shit, it wasn't as much. I mean, it was traffic, but it seemed to run a bit smooth for a certain time period. So kind of had to maneuver kind of wild. That was a wild venture right there. But let's get to these battles, man. And also, well, before we even get to the battles, because I had the same gripe. I was talking to Floss with Boss on about the RBE card. Same thing here. Atlanta. I don't want to see no more big cards happen in Atlanta, Nico. I don't.
Mm.
I think it's.
Okay, hold on, whoa.
I don't.
Okay, okay, hold on. Before, shout out to Atlanta because okay, look, resolution. Remember resolution? I thought that crowd was good. I thought that crowd was
You
dope.
thought the Atlanta crowd at Resolution was good,
You don't. Yo, okay. Did you think it was a foul crowd? Like, okay, they showed love to people when they was good. If they wasn't good, they was booing dudes like Cassidy,
bro?
Rum Nitty and T Top. Okay, look, Nitty T Top. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying? What else was on that card? Yeah, Diddy T Top, Chef Trez, and Suge. Even though Suge was cringy with the whole little chef rollout.
That was a bad battle. That wasn't a good
Okay, yeah,
battle.
but I'm saying the crowd wasn't like I don't remember that crowd being bad. Now I could be wrong, but I don't remember them just being terrible. Where they just I gotta tell you, hold it down 20 times a fucking round. Like
Nah. See. I think there's two ways to be a bad crowd. One, when you're doing too much and people gotta tell you hold it down, you won't shut up. And then you got some who are just too like was three. So you got ones that won't shut up. You got some that are just there to boo, and then you got some that just don't react to shit when they're saying fire shit. And Young Ill went
But I
against
would,
Brit.
but I would rather that. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather you not react to something that's like crazy than like boo it or like gas something that has no business getting reaction.
Yo, Young Ill got booed when he said the Faith Big shit, and they booed him,
Ooh,
and
Briz and Young Ill was on that fucking card
they didn't
too.
even
That's
give him a chance to get the bar out. Then he get the bar out like no something.
that's
That's big old bitch. And then everybody like
hey,
oh.
hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That Briz first, what was that? The high beams, low like that whole little shit was so fire. That was fun.
That was fire, but
Briz, we need you to come back to the culture, bro. Fuck all this shit that happened at fucking Reloaded, bro. Come back. That shit ain't worth. That shit ain't about nothing, bro. Niggas coming back from everything. We got niggas being accused of much worse than fucking running off on camera. We got ratatouilles and all type of stuff allegedly in the culture, bro. So come back, man.
that's a
Come
fact.
back, bro.
Yo, shout out to Vigil, man. He said we back. Salute him driving from Connecticut to Florida right now. Woo,
Woo,
19.
that's a. I listen. I don't even in my geography side of the game, like hidden geography right now. I don't even know how far that is, but it just sounds far. So
No,
shout out to you for making that trip.
he said 19 plus hours. Currently going through South Carolina. You keeping the drive lit. Hey man, I'm gonna try to keep this one going for a minute just for you, bro. Like that's a long ass drive, and salute for you to you for first of all driving that far. It must be something very important, and also for like choosing me to kind of kill time. So you already know I appreciate that tremendously. But yeah, man, like the Atlanta shit, man, I just felt like I didn't like them there at Resolution. I didn't like the reception certain battles was getting or lack thereof at RB's to get back. And
Okay, did you think closure was bad?
closure, was that's Tip or Hitman and Bill.
Yeah, that card. Do you think the crowd was bad there? Because I'm like, they've been in Atlanta for over a year now, and I'm like, I can't really remember RBE events like being bad. Like maybe the Get Back was, but I'm just saying, like, I can't really remember
The
like
whole
the
card with
crowd being
Math and
foul.
Sirius, that was a bad card. That was in Atlanta.
Mm,
That was in Atlanta.
eesh.
That was the
But
music.
okay, yeah,
That was
but
the music room.
bullpen do have cringy crowds sometimes for real.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Atlanta just I don't know. They just be missing shit for me. Like it was weird. So like in on the get back, and this is the Genesis recap, but just the difference they get in the Genesis in the get back, I felt they weren't reacting to a lot of shit that was super dope. A Ward and Danny Myers were saying fire shit. In on the Genesis, I felt like they weren't even paying attention half the time. I don't remember having seen Smack say "shut up" that much. I don't remember him ever saying "hold it down, hold it." I've never remember him saying it that much than the night he did it on Genesis. It was crazy. They refuse. They refuse to be quiet, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of, and it's crazy that the mics was picking up like them back, like, cause you know when I be at these like, and I know you know, cause you be at these small league events, like you always got to tell like the people in the far back of the venue, hey, hold it down, we record. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get them to hold it down, but you talking about this Genesis? What is it like 1,000 people up in there or something like that? You talking about a massive crowd, and you got people in the back that just won't shut the fuck up. Like I'm hearing them sometimes louder than I'm hearing the battler. I'm like, bro, how do these niggas have better vocal projection than the battler? Like this is
Yeah,
shit.
the acoustics in that building was crazy. The acoustics was crazy, and yeah, and I can just tell if you really look at Smack the whole night, he just looked like even when niggas was saying some fire shit, it looked like he was just so disgusted at how the event turned out. I'm sure he was getting feedback on how the stream was fucking up, and then you got this crowd, and shout out to Reggie Bethel who brought up the aspect of it being a free event. I think being free, you're gonna get these type of crowds who are just there
That's
because
a
it's
fact.
an event. And you got to think of Atlanta, right? So think of Atlanta. It's pretty solid weather there right now. People use events to kind of springboard their night. If you get what I'm saying, if you grown, you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something to do until it turns nighttime and I really get into what I'm really trying to do for the night. So that means I might not even be a real battle rap fan. It's free. I heard about it. I'm gonna link up with my people. We're gonna go check it out. But we ain't really there to sit and listen to bars and break shit down. We there. We might see some chicks or some girls. Might see some dudes. Or I heard about this battler. They're in the crowd. I want to take some pictures. Try to get an autograph. Like it might be just a lot of politicking going on. A lot of weed, all type of shit. Like I don't think I just so when I say the crowd, it can't. I don't. I'm not digging Atlanta being for battle rap. It's not because they're I just don't think they're a battle rap. They don't treat battle rap the way certain cities do, man. Like New York, like a lot of people you go to a battle rap event in New York, they're there for the battles, man. They're not there for all the extracurricular shit. Atlanta kind of
But
look
I
at this
think
shit as some casual shit to just go to, bro.
but I think that also speaks to where that city is in terms of their battle rap like history. Like for instance, like when you say New York, okay, New York crowd has a certain type of like courtesy or a certain type of respect. Like you growing up, you walk outside and you'll see battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like certain places that just now got battle rap within the last 4 years, 5 years, they don't have the kind of history with battle rap where they understand protocol when it comes to being in these venues. Like, okay, for instance, on the West, people would think, well, the West, you know what I'm saying? You just got traffic and all that now popping, but it's like the West has had battle rap out here for so long with LA Battleground. You go all the way into the Bay Area. They got a lot of history in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
shout out
saying?
to the
Like you
Bay.
LA, the pit, you know what I'm saying? The early 2000s. Like you got so much history that they know they have a certain type of respect and a certain type of protocol that they abide by. The crowd understands what this is. They're not doing too. You know what I'm saying? Even a crowd like Houston on the small league side of the game, they've had battle rap going out there for quite some time. We just, the casual fan might have just heard about it, but they've been having stuff going out there for at least 6, 7 years now. So they kind of acclimated to battle rap at, a certain level and bringing names out and how you're supposed to act.
So
These
so you
Atlanta
cool
crowds, I think they first big events was what, last year?
you cool with the big events being in A.
I'm not gonna say the big events in terms of like big stage like how they did Genesis, but I would say the small room. I would say, and again, this is another thing too. One of these leagues gotta create separation. Like you gotta make this yo city. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand URL went out there and did they do out there, but it's like there's a difference, and we've seen this a lot, like 2015, 2016, even 2017. There's a difference between the RBE crowd and the URL crowd. There's a difference between the King of the Dot crowd, URL crowd. There's a difference between each crowd. It's clear. Like the same people might frequent all three leagues, but there's a completely different style of crowd at each one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree with
And
that.
I feel like Atlanta, they need a consistency of something. This one particular, they need that consistency because that will help them in their growth of understanding how battle rap operates. When you just going from this league to this league and then this league is giving you something free, this league has something popping, like you all over the place. Bullpen, okay, it's kind of free for allish. Okay, that's our league that we have out here all the time. Okay, then these big leagues. So you basically looking at it the same way. Like there's no real protocol. And it starts at the top. League owners, you got to check that shit at the door. Listen, we not tolerating that shit. You will get thrown out. Especially
Facts.
you talking about like a free event. Listen, bro, I would have threw out all them niggas that was talking, bro. Bruh, we already here. Hey, look, hey, security. Hey, look, anybody back there talking, anybody back there that's not paying attention, boot them.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
this group of 120 ain't paying attention. Okay, bye. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you got to regulate and push a hard line because that'll make the rest. Oh, shit, they kicking niggas out like that?
Hey, and
Damn.
you know what's so entitled? It's like you go to a free event and they was complaining like, "Yo, we ain't no food in here." Like what?
Bro,
Like,
niggas
like,
complain about
like
that
you got
free event.
in
They
for
complain about
free, nigga.
YouTube. Like, I'm like, bro, how much free shit do you niggas complain on? Like,
Like, hey,
y'all probably
that's
complain more about free shit than you do about shit you pay for.
yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, but gotta do better. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get right into the battles, bro. John and Chess opened up the card, and out the gate, John pretty much set the tone and kind of just never really let his foot off the gas. I don't know what Chess mindset was. I don't know if he was looking at this as a step down because this is the thing. And hold on, Nico, didn't you call
Yeah.
all the? Hold on, yeah. I was like about to breeze through this like we were just having a regular conversation. You was on a prediction show with me. You
I was
called
for sure on it.
myself.
Listen, I told you I have rounds, bro. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for you to start trying to punch because I got rounds for you too, Ledge.
You
You ain't
you
off the hook.
you told me and the rest of
Yeah,
my
you
people,
go ahead.
all the
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
family, that
Right, right.
we did not you did not understand why we was picking John over
Clear. I
Chess.
said, I didn't understand why y'all was picking them clear. Put clear on there. Yeah, I got rounds for you, nigga. You ain't finna rearrange these words. Put clear on that.
I don't know. We got,
I said clear. I didn't say about winning. John
but
could win the battle.
but
I'm
the
talking about
thing,
clear.
but the thing is, my brother, he won clear. So even if you,
Okay, but we didn't know. Okay, but going into come on, bro. Let's be real. Going into that battle, Chess hadn't shown us shit in over almost 2 years of hit. Listen, I hadn't seen that Chess since fucking I don't what Glue Easy.
fire the misfit, verbal war zone.
Like, when the last time we seen that Chess? It's been a while. We ain't seen that nigga. He didn't exist for the last year and a half. So you can't come at me and say, "Oh man, you just wild and you was just disrespectful, John." No, I wasn't. Chess earned it. Now he did get fucked up. Chess, you got fucked up. And
Talk about it.
sidebar too, we gotta speak on this since we're in this battle. I seen Tay Rock and Av and these niggas. I'm like, bro, talking about champion was disrespectful. I didn't like how they was doing Chess, bro. How was they doing Chess, bro? The nigga Chess show us A game, top level performance, material, bars, moments. He do this shit for a whole year straight. I'm back, almost like the I'm back shit. Body Torido early in this year, right? You doing all this shit, and
God bless
then
Tori
at the
though.
biggest event URL has so far, you throw up a dud. So we supposed to just sit here and hold niggas' hands, pacify them, give them participation awards, and forget the fact that they acted like a hidden character for the majority of the battle? No, call it like we see it. They didn't disrespect the nigga. I think Chess fire. I even thought he had some fire in that battle.
He did.
However, he was not consistently fire like we've seen in the past, and he got to get called for it. Y'all niggas cannot have this little rollout where when y'all do good, you get all the praise, but then when you fuck up or you not living up to expectations, oh, we just supposed to act like we didn't see that shit. Man, get the fuck up out of here. You niggas need to get out your moist ass feelings and look at it for what it is, bro. Battlers did not show up in this card. And Chess probably was, out of all the people who, if you said they didn't show up, he might have been the best out of the people who didn't show up, to keep it real. But he's still going to get punched on. It don't mean that we think he's trash. It don't mean that we getting at him personally. But for real, y'all got to stop this nonsense, bro. Like, you want media to be fucking passive and, oh, don't say you guys don't even rap and you guys don't, like, bro, we know about, niggas wasn't rapping 10 years ago. You knew Jay Black 10 years ago he wasn't rapping. 5 years ago he wasn't. The fuck, like these, none of these niggas rapping. None of these niggas is battling. So we can pass that shit about bloggers and that. Niggas ain't been rapping. Niggas ain't been doing this shit. All right. You got some anomalies out here in the culture who do, but the majority of
This is
us ain't. So we gonna get
NicoTV.
past that bar because we're not gonna keep bringing that up every time y'all get mad at something because they don't. My nigga Stephen A. Smith don't hoop, but the nigga can break down basketball better than most niggas. The fucking what's that GM on one of these teams? He ain't never played basketball a day in his life, ain't got no certifications, nothing. But he a GM on a team building contenders.
Yeah,
It
man. It
happens.
happens. It happens. It definitely
So yeah,
happens.
I had to segue to that, man. That should be pissing me off, bro. And as a nigga who actually got in the ring and battled battlers and actually had bars that you can quote on any level and it'd be dope. I'm tired of this whole if you didn't battle or y'all don't rap, y'all being disrespect. No, it's not. The fuck it's not, bro. As long as niggas ain't calling you out your fucking name and talking about you crazy and degrading your character, as long as they keeping it to what you did inside the ring, it's not disrespectful. It's not.
I agree.
Like straight up, it's not.
I agree. You gotta cut that shit out. You gotta have thicker skin than that. Niggas got gun bars talking about your mama, and the media say that you did terrible in a battle, and that's what got you up in arms. It's wild to me, man.
Cause I think they think of it like, oh, well, if Jay Black or Champion says this, it's gonna fuck up my future opportunities. But it's like, bro, y'all are the stars, y'all are the top tiers. You know what I'm saying? What we say is just our critique and what we're looking at. Our base ain't gonna just stop fucking with you because we say that you got trashed. It's not gonna happen. Like you're a star, you're getting the millions of views. Like I don't understand that shit, bro. It's just like, it's like, bro, if it's somebody really violating, okay, cool. But nobody I ain't see one even on the post when they on the tweets where niggas was like, oh man, these dudes is trash. They still not talking about you crazy. They still not. They talking about your performance. So, you know what I'm saying? Battle rappers, man, come on, man. We very, very fair, man. If nothing else, most media, I'm talking about the reputable ones, the ones who are respected. We very, very fucking fair. We call the shit down the line. We don't get personal. We don't even go there. Half of us don't even talk about the bullshit that happens in battle rap. Most of us don't even talk about the BS that happens in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the away from battle rap shit and the little
Oh yeah,
BS that happens.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So come on, bro.
Yeah.
Cut us some slack, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Lord knows I don't, but maybe I should. I don't know, man. Everybody else is doing it. Nah, I'm bullshitting. I ain't fucking with it. But
Well, I my radio show because niggas get on there talking crazy, and I ain't censoring nothing, but I won't talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I let people. Yeah, you can come on platform and talk that shit, but I'm not talking that shit. But yeah, man. But you did all that really great soliloquy, my brother. But
Man, yes, chess got smoked.
you want to
John with a
apologize to John?
30.
You gonna apologize to John? Huh?
Hey, listen, I apologize, John. I apologize for saying you wouldn't smoke chess. You know what I'm saying? You did win the battle. I salute you for that. You know what I'm saying? I did. I was 0-1 at that point. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, John, I apologize. I got apologies for the whole entire, you know what I'm saying, podcast as well. Everybody tuned in because I know
Yeah,
I gave some of y'all hell.
yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to the next battle because some of y'all, some of y'all.
Uh,
I want names too, Ledge. I know you got the files on some of these transformed human hidden characters. I know you have their names
uh,
because I know some of them had the
all
nerve.
right. So oh, so you want to quickly get away from the John and Chess battle, huh?
Listen, we can sit. Listen, we can stay there. Listen, John first round was dope. His second round was the best round. That second
Yeah,
round
his
was
second
dope.
round was killer. It was a killer.
That was insanity. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that in the battle he got a chance to, like, he was throwing shots at Surf, but Surf standing right there. Like that was dope. I like that because that's adding to the whole entire visual of it, the aesthetic of the battle. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Surf, listen, man, you can't duck John. Now you can duck JC. Like I don't really care about that battle, but
Oh, we ain't
that's a
doing that.
factor.
We ain't doing that. You
That's
can't.
that John is a factor, bro.
You
We
can't duck
definitely
JC
going.
either. We ain't
We
doing
going
that.
yeah, yes you can. We not listen, bro. JC.
All right,
We
all
gonna
right.
get
Hey,
to that.
chill,
We gonna
chill,
get to
chill,
that in
chill,
a
chill,
minute.
chill,
But yeah,
chill.
John, man, you did your shit, bro. I'm not picking against you again, and unless you battling somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say somebody from the West because some of these West niggas get smoked too. But I learned my lesson once again. You did this once before in the past one. I think I picked Wavy back in the day, and you smoke wavy
You
boots on
picked
some kind of
Wavy over
stuff.
John the Don.
I think, I think I had him edging at that time because I can't remember
You a
what battle
wild boy.
John was coming off of, but I was like, it
I
wasn't
don't
like
I don't care what he was
super
coming off of.
crazy
You
at that.
ain't
I think
picking.
it was the prep battle, wasn't it? Prep, he didn't really abuse prep. Like
He beat Prep the fuck.
he didn't abuse prep. Like he won. He didn't abuse prep though.
Look,
Like
man,
that's
no.
kind of like some
All
like
right,
niggas don't really talk about that. Like, he didn't abuse him. Like he didn't really abuse him. I'm gonna lie.
all right. So anyway,
I don't mean he didn't body him. So it's like you ain't bodying a nigga. You
so
ain't really abusing a nigga. But yeah,
so
John, salute to you.
yeah, and to the chat family, shout out to DME Detroit. Uh, chat family, he humbly apologizes to all of us for thinking we was crazy for picking John with the clear 2-1. And yeah, it looked like more than a clear 2-1. I would say it was a 30 piece. What do you say?
I had it being a 30.
Okay,
I had it being a
okay,
30. I think. Well, okay. So what round? We talking about the third round for chess? Was it the round that you probably debate for him?
maybe, but I felt like he was chopping in that round too, and I thought he stopped. I felt like that wasn't the end of his round. I think he just stopped. To me, it felt like I don't know, but
Cause
he was
yeah,
chop. It was
I'm just not into giving participation awards out. Like, look, just because this was your best round doesn't mean you won this round. Just because it was your best round, you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? You still got to win.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Um. All right. Next. What was the next? I'm trying to go in order, but I don't remember how the order was. Was it Clips and Shine next?
Was it what? Nah, it was JC and O Red.
JC and O Red was next. All right. So JC and
It
O
had to
Red
be.
was next. Now me and you both got this right. Even though you was playing devil's advocate heavy for O Red, and it had me thinking where you
Yeah,
was going with this.
I was trying to make it entertaining. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but you wound up picking JC, smart
Yeah.
man. JC with the was one of the meaner 30 clips of the night.
That's a body bag. Stop it. Everybody keeps saying 30. Call it what it was. It was a body bag. Don't stop saying 30. 30 makes it sound like it wasn't that bad. It's a body
No,
bag.
I ain't
It's
saying it was
bad.
a
It's
gentleman.
terrible.
I ain't say it was a gentleman's start. All right, it's a body bag. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna hesitate. Yeah, he put his body bag in a body bag in a Pilates class. You know,
O Red, the hidden character. That's his name until he starts at O Red, the
I'm not
hidden
call.
character.
I'm not calling O Red a hidden character. We
O
ain't doing
Red, the
that.
hit. He was a hidden character for 3 rounds versus fucking JC, and that wasn't even. Listen, okay. Can we just let's speak the real, bro? Let's speak the real. JC, you got your body back. You did that, but that wasn't a top level JC, and you still got bodied by that hidden character, hidden material, hidden freestyles. He stole. Did anybody talk about how this nigga stole Chef Trez's whole entire concept? Listen, Julian Carter, Jesus Christ, that's a JC bar. Chef Trez did that shit already, bro. He did that shit for an entire round, bro. Stop, like, come on, bro. Like, we not doing this, bro. You 10 for the nigga whole entire round, and then you freestyling garbage. Like, what were you talking about? What the fuck was that?
We
You
still
transformed
we
into
still
a
doing
fucking
sports
grab
bars?
bag. Who are you?
Are we still doing
Who
sports
is
bars?
this nigga?
Hey, I like his sports bars little thing in the third. I ain't gonna lie. That was
That shit was terrible.
oh no.
Sports bar. The Kyrie? What? That's a sports bar.
Wait, why
Fuck out of here. We
wait, why
don't
you
want
do
to
your
hear that
voice like
shit.
that? Why he don't sound like that? Why you gotta do your voice like that? Why the
Well,
Kyrie
okay, no. Oh, you want me to sound like Red? I get the Kyrie with the Smith and Glide, and the handle strong. I got the crossover Trey Young and the fuck out of here. You trash that. That was trash. Garbage. Dumpster. Garbage. Horrible. Hidden character, hidden material, hidden performance. That's the type of battle you wish could get vaulted. Smack, bring back the vault. Because there's no way
Oh
you dropped
no.
them 3
Oh
rounds.
no,
Just
we
drop JC 3 rounds by himself. You get more replay value if you take O-Red's rounds off. I'm telling you right now. That was terrible.
oh man, I'm crying. Alright, so look.
He was better versus Danny, and he got fucked up in that battle.
You ain't about to say No Mouth Red was better than his performance.
Yes, he was. He was better in that battle because he actually had some shit in that battle. He didn't bring, bro. This came off like,
No,
and please
not No
somebody in the
Mouth
chat
Red.
tell me if I'm lying. Somebody in the chat tell me if I'm lying. Didn't it seem like this nigga O-Red came in this battle and didn't prep no material for JC? Am I the only person who feel like he freestyled 3 rounds?
I don't
Am I
think
the
he.
only person who feel like that?
I don't think he freestyle all three.
Bruh. Okay, tell me a written bar. Give me one.
Tell you a
I don't
written
care how
bar,
good it is, how bad it. Just give me one written bar.
one
One.
written. Oh, come on, man. I can't. I don't
Just
know.
one. I'm asking for. I don't. I'm not asking for a haymaker. I'm not asking for. I'm saying one written bar. Something you thought he wrote. Tell me.
It was something in the first. I just can't remember it. It was all right.
The first. Okay,
It was.
y'all. When the battle drops and you see and you go back to watch this first round because
Yo, you,
Ledge can't give me one bar right now.
yo,
Please quote me, tag me, NicoTV _ Hey, this was the written bar because I don't remember any written material. It just all sounded like freestyle. It was choppy. He's looking at the crowd like he's trying to. He was looking for a reason to say this is why my performance is this way with a crowd talking. Like it's just, bro. It wasn't a good look, bro. And oh, Red, you one of the niggas, bro. You was just champion of the year 2 years ago, bro. You known for smoking shit. You known for cooking up. This was trash. Like as a fan, bro, I felt like, damn, this nigga done let me down. I'm thinking he about to really give JC some action, and he just let JC.
it's puzzling. It's puzzling. Okay, so it's puzzling, like because I don't get it. It's URL. It's a big look. You're on caffeine. You know the magnitude. JC is a more than a formidable opponent. I don't get
But I
what.
mean, he did say he didn't want to battle him though. Like before, he did like his rollout was kind of like he didn't care about battling JC again. Like it was he wasn't really tripping off JC like that. And even in the face off, JC didn't even really address already. He was addressing Surf the whole time. Like I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird all around. Just
Yeah, man. Facts to roll. Like then he was on his phone. Uh, It's crazy. Shout out to Dre, the great best battle rap podcast. Man, I appreciate that. I ain't never heard that before, bro. Damn, that's
It's
love.
a sad day when the phone has more bars than you do. Like that. That's
All
crazy, man.
right, all right, okay, all right. We gonna because you gonna get disrespectful and Red is not a hidden
I'm
character.
not being. Am I disrespecting him as a person? I'm talking about what he did in the ring.
You
I'm
gonna
not
say
talking
his
about him as a
phone
person.
had more bars than he did? We come on, man. That's Red.
That's a fact,
It's still
bruh.
Red though. You
Come
gotta
on, man.
respect Red, man. You can't be saying that. That's crazy.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
He had.
What bars, bro?
I
Okay, look,
can't
look, look.
think of. You
He
can't
had,
ask me to think of that
okay,
right
look, look.
away.
I remember he had a couple bars. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And he had a couple times where he turned up and got into that real Red flow and delivery. I'm like, okay, but he would get into that flow and like, okay, it sounds like he about to start turning up, but then the punch would be light. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna freestyle or do like just rap like that the whole time and just do like I don't know. It just didn't cut. It came off like he just was not prepared at all. Like he just didn't prep, bro. And that's disappointing because it could have been an actual good battle. Like even though it wasn't the best JC we seen, it was still a good enough JC to have a good back and forth battle. You
Jay,
know what I
I don't.
mean?
I think you know. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like you kind of short. You more focus on Red than giving JC his props. He was good in that shit.
He was good. I'm not gonna say he was
Look, look,
really
look,
good.
look, look, look.
He was good.
He was good. He was
He
alright.
was good. He was
Yeah.
good. I mean, okay, you making it sound like he was amazing. He wasn't amazing.
He.
Good.
But there's a
It's
gray area.
consistent.
He wasn't really good. I think he was really good.
Nah, he was just good. Like,
Oh, we ain't
honest.
doing that, bro. His whole third,
Really,
he was
bro,
wigging.
bro. A really good JC is like JC versus Chess or Nitty. A great JC is like Chilla Jones, Chef Trez. Those are like great and really good. Like good JC, okay, you just kind of, okay, you good. You have material, you doing your thing, but it's like, do I like? I don't like that. JC didn't move me the way I've seen other performances from JC move me. Now again, I give him his respect. I give him his props. You did what you were supposed to do, and you caught a body. The fact that you caught a body that upgrades it even more. But I'm just saying, I've seen way better from JC before.
But you
But
got also got to
Red
take.
was so bad that it was just like you didn't even need to be all the way like that and just get the victory. Like you still won.
I feel like he's changing a lot of narratives too in a short time. So one narrative was, oh, when he go against these gangster niggas, it's different. He's beating Rum. People. I know what you gonna say. You might think different, but more the majority got him beating Rum. He 30
No, no,
shook.
man.
He 30 shook, and then he just 30 red. All them niggas with game time. So and then another thing.
I would say the one that surprises me the most out of all them three battles you just mentioned was I didn't think well this O Red one obviously because I nobody could have anticipated O Red would just not show up for this battle like that. That was just I don't.
Oh, his physical form was there. He showed up.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like I think the most surprising one was probably the Rum Nitty one at the time. But you know, I think it's aged a little different now. I think now it's a lot closer to people.
Yeah,
But I feel
yeah,
like at
yeah.
that time he had the aura.
It's
But
close.
Suge out of all of them, I mean, that was kind of the one that you. I wouldn't be as shocked that you win the battle kind of clear because lyrically you're better. But I guess it did shock me because it was on a big stage. So
That was the second part.
yeah,
He's kind of changed the narrative on that. Like, and it started with that run battle. Then you got the Suge battle. Also, another one that they kind of
the
forget.
DNA battle.
DNA battle they forget about, and they forget about the Iron battle. That was on the Summer Madness in like 2 weeks prep.
Oh, I did. Oh, I didn't forget about that one. What did he say?
2 weeks prep got him.
JC Black on a Jew. It gets biblical.
Yeah,
JC. That's because we the original.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Woo.
2 weeks prep,
He
big
had some
stage, and that
shit.
was when Iron was on fire too. Wasn't no
Yeah, he
half.
had some.
So
He had some shit. Oh, that's a fire ass battle, by the way. That's a low. That's a very underrated fire battle.
very underrated battle. Yeah, Iron because I think because the card as a whole was bad. That was the one in Vegas.
But I will say this, man. He's done that and he's improved in those areas. But the one place that we always talk about with JC, it always comes back to it. It's him and Lux. He's not gonna get Lux after this old red battle because he just got 30 by clips right before this. So it's like, bro, you just got 30 and now you catch a body. So you kind of like,
Yo, man, I had a
you gotta
lot.
have some of these like you gotta start having monumental battles and like
Nico,
it
a lot
gotta
of people are going to disagree with you, man. Even though I got clips winning clear, go look at I did my recap. Go look at my recap on YouTube. It's not, it's very one sided. A lot of people telling me I'm bugging, and JC clearly won that battle. I
I
don't.
can't, bro. There's no way JCB clips, bro. I can't even. Like, and he was. I think JC was better versus clips than he was in this battle. To a
What?
point.
Wait, what? Wait,
To a
what?
point. I don't. Okay,
Oh, you
maybe
are hot.
I
I'm
don't
taking off
know,
my
bro. Like,
headphones. You are hot.
I don't know, bro. Maybe just I don't know, man. Maybe it is because I was so let down from Orez
Put my
performance that
headphones
I'm
back
probably
on.
overlooking what JC was doing, but it just wasn't like when I'm watching it, it wasn't like powerful. Oh my god, like this is just an all time great. It was kind of like okay, he good. Okay, won round one. Okay, Red messing up again round two. Okay, he got round two. It was like Red was just giving this nigga a fucking round. Like, damn, bro, this nigga ain't even got a fucking rap. You already giving him a damn round.
Dog,
Like,
no, man. I think it's a 50-50, man. JC came out the gate. He had like a Mario Kart left the whole banana in the street. That was his first bar. Haymaker out the gate. It was 1-0
that
after
no
that.
that's no that's a fact. Hey, one thing too, JC, bro, we hear you. We I don't you don't have to stop after every bar. You don't gotta
He
look at
can't
the
help it, bro.
camera in the crowd. Listen,
He can't help it.
we heard the bar. We understand it. Like, and it's not even just JC. I'm just saying, like these every bar is just like you say some, pause for 5-10 seconds. Okay, the next bar.
Shit was fire.
I know, bro. Rap. I missed the old JC, rapid fire JC. That was a different nigga. That was a different.
All right, so you know,
Shout out JC though, man. 3-0 body bag.
3-0
Nothing
body
to talk
bag.
about. Put this on your resume that you body bag the top tier. Okay. Well, is ORAD top tier? Is
Uh,
ORAD top tier?
I never gave O-Red. I tweeted this out. I said O-Red is going to show you again why he is always a small room killer because he lacks, and this is why I picked JC. I said exactly this in the prediction. They're both lyrical. They both got bars. Some may say even bar for bar, while some might prefer Red. But the thing that has set JC apart over these past couple of years, he's learned the nuances of performing without being a great performer. If you get what I'm saying, like he's never gonna be Shine, Hitman, Pat Stay, but he performs in his own way. Like he can act out his shit. He's a little more witty, but he's still lyrically gifted. O-Red is just all bars. There's no performance. There's no hand gestures. There's no look away to the crowd and look back at your opponent. There's no moving around. So if your bars ain't landing and if you don't create any new way to set them up, it's kind of just four bar setup, punch, four bar set. You're going in a big room. If your shit not hitting, you don't have no plan B. You're in for a long night. And he hasn't grasped that yet.
And that's
It goes all the way back to all his other performances on big stages. Like he haven't mastered that yet, and I don't think he ever will.
that's really crazy, bro. Like his name is top tier, but he might not be. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, cause you think the name Old Red, your champion of the year, like there's no way you could say that, but he only works in a small role. Like he's never on big cards, and the one big card he was on was when he battled Ill Will. Like I wouldn't even. I mean, we ain't gonna blame you for losing your voice, but I mean, it still wasn't like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't just like supernatural or nothing like that. So I don't know, bro.
It's a good question.
I say JC got a body bag versus a top tier. Cause I don't know how to call that with O Red. You definitely wasn't top tier. You was a hidden character, hidden tier. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to have a whole entire list of all the hidden tier niggas. Like after every
I'm
battle,
so
you act
ready
like a
for the
hidden
hidden
character.
episode. I'm ready for the hidden episodes, bro. Yo, ass is
Oh my
crazy.
god, we definitely need a hidden episode.
So yeah,
Hey,
that
I ain't gonna lie. I need a hidden episode with DME about twerk performance. We don't get to that though. We definitely about to get to that
yo
maybe
DM
soon
me,
enough.
yeah, yo DM me, man. You my guy. I don't know why. Like you from the city. We definitely need to link and just do a show one night. Just holla at me, man. So definitely had you and Nico. We all chop it up. So and shout out to Bar Seven in Detroit, owned by DME Detroit. My lady loves the steak bites. That's just a shameless plug. So always keep them steak bites there, my good brother. But also, yeah, man, we're gonna get into the next one. Hold on, wait. Sidebar: JC or John. Well, JC and John both made statements with Surf in attendance. Man. Also, JC has now bodied both of his Jersey brethrens. Surf got to see both of them. I don't agree with he
He
just
bet
got to
he
see
okay.
John.
Do we forget about how JC got bodied by Arsenal?
He didn't get bodied in that battle. And you talking about the one in
What?
London? The one in London?
Yeah, he got smoked.
I don't. I think.
Bro, he got smoked,
I
bro.
don't
Come
think
on,
he
man.
got.
Let me stop. He got smoked, bro. He
I
is choking. When you ever seen JC was choking, bro? He got smoked. It wasn't a body bag. It was definitely a 30. We'll just
It
say it
was a
was a
30.
30.
It was a
Definitely
30.
got
It was a
smoked.
30. It was a 30. That's
So I
a.
mean, like, listen, bro. I feel like JC still has to do because that clips battle for me, bro. That's okay. If you would have had a debatable with O-Red, but you beat clips, okay, you get served. But you lost clear to clips. Like that
I
to me, that
disagree.
stands out a
I
lot, bro.
disagree. I
Like
disagree. You lose the clips, but see, to me, you beat O-Red on a big stage though, and that's the whole knock. Like that's where Surf is always gonna have that aura. Like you kind of, you're trying to build your profile to say because if because he can. I think he can compete with Surf if it's in a small room. I
I
do.
don't. I don't.
I do. I think on a big stage, everybody got him getting washed. I think the more times they see you on the big stage, I think because like it's but what Verb been saying, and Verb hasn't been saying this to shit on JC. Verb he seems like he's really serious. He's saying that people like fuck with JC, but no league has been willing to like put the money up for him because he doesn't draw.
But
So
I'm like, okay, bro. In a small room, Surfs won. Like, bro,
I don't know.
what battle has JC ever won versus a performer in a small room? He lost. He got smoked by Tay Rock. Got
Lost to Tay
smoked by
Rock.
Twerk.
Lost to Twerk.
He got smoked by Arsenal. Like, you just keep going down the list, bro. He got smoked by a lot of niggas, bro. T Top smoked him. I know it's not small room.
Yeah.
Performers, bro, like they give him trouble. I mean, even though he has a couple performers under his belt where he beat like DNA, but like these other performers, like Surf, that's different, man. And JC, we gonna have to have a different show conversation. We gonna
You
have
got
that repetitive bag. It's kind of
you got people in the comments saying losing doesn't matter as much or at all right now. And I kind of tend to
Well, I
agree,
mean,
man.
how you lose matters. Like if you're getting bodied, it matters. But if you're like debatable L's, gentleman's 30 kind of L, it don't really matter because you could punch out of it and say, "No, I got two of them rounds debatably." Even if the majority of the culture says no, you can punch out of it. But when you getting smoked like clear, that matters because that you can't punch out of that. Like loss. Like there's no way O'Reilly gonna punch out of this and say, "Oh, I won the battle." Like even if he does, niggas gonna be like, "What? Fuck out of here." Lost.
Mm, I hear you. I don't know, but I just think what more does JC? Because if he doesn't get it, like, what would he have to do in order for you to be okay? He should get served. Because I feel like,
I think he could get Surf right now, but
yeah,
I'm not
man.
excited for the battle.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
more excited
okay,
about John John
okay. I
than
see
I
you
am
there.
Jason.
I do think John is a more formidable opponent than JC, but to say,
Very much so.
but I still think JC, like, even if, and I said this, I said even if nothing else, you body two of my partners, it's a pride thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to come out for that. Then you,
But Surf know that neither one of the dudes that you won clearly versus, they're not on the level that I'm
I
on.
well,
Like
of course he
the
knows
people
that.
that JC calling out, they're a whole different tier that JC has never seen. Like
No, no,
Clips is
no,
probably the
no. Of
closest thing
course,
to it. He ain't never seen Surf Khaled. He ain't seen that, bro.
Nico, of course, Surf knows the caliber he's on isn't them, but still, I'm talking about just for them being your boys. Like, you killed two of my homies, and I'm the leader or whatever. Like, I know that they're not as popping in the streets as me, but they still my guys. Like, I still got to ride. I can't let you. No, and on top of that, you're popping them and then calling me out. Like, how do I look not taking that? Because when he bodied Suge, there's a go look on Hip Hop is Real. They didn't take it down. JC is getting interviewed immediately after he beat Suge. Guess who interrupts him? Surf. Surf tells JC, "Yo, I'm getting calls and shit about what you did to my mans. I'm gonna have to fuck you up." That's what he says. He was getting calls on his way to the building about Surf. Your man's getting bodied. So that's one. And now you're in the building, in attendance. You did the face off where he was talking crazy to you. Then the next night he bodies your man. Like, it's just, to me, it's just a pride thing. You would be like, okay, wait, now you're getting crazy. Like,
Yeah, man. I think if you battle Surf, say the battle happened this year, I would say battle JC first thing, like because John John is like that's a big matchup. Like John John has built, he's worked his way into like that. Like he's already top tier before anything, but like he's like the run he on right now, he's getting his name into that super top. Like he getting his name into that next tier discussion. Like I
yeah,
don't know, he's getting there. Like Smoking Hollow and what he did to Jack, like he's putting up quite a run right now, bro. And I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like this era is what's really unlocking that for John John because the old era didn't really appreciate bars like that. Like they did, but it was more performance based. This era is about what you're saying. They're
yeah.
listening even more now to your angles, even more now to your bar quality. And John John has always had good bars. So
And
I
I
think
agree
this
with
era
that.
is helping him out a lot.
I agree. I do. I always say, man, sometimes it's just about your timing because battle rap kind of goes in phases. Like Big T and the other guys who had the big build ups to the haymakers, they were popping really heavy, like Verb, Big T, Young Ill. They would build up, Haymaker. That shit would go shake a building. Then it kind of the landscape kind of got away from that. It was more just back to back punching and scheming. Like sometimes you just gotta be around long enough for it to come back around to you. And John has shown longevity and stayed around, man, to where he's getting the flowers. So you know, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I'm looking forward to Surf and John locking in at some point. What was the next battle? We're gonna go in order because I feel like this was top in arts, right? Was that next?
Nah, Clips and Shine happened before Top and North.
Word? I'm shocked by that a little bit.
I think so. In my mind, I thought Clips and Shine happened like early. I felt like that was like an early one.
Yo, I said the same thing, but all right. So we'll do it. Shine clips. I ain't even gonna fuck around, care about it in order or not. But Shine and clips. This was probably the most underwhelming battle of the night to me.
No,
You don't think? So?
underwhelming.
it was underwhelming.
More than O Red and JC.
Yeah, because I liked a lot. I liked all the JC's material every round. I felt like at some point Shine went kind of light on clips. I just felt
Yeah.
I felt like I felt like he won clearly and he went light. Like the same thing. Like I don't feel like there was no real force behind what he was doing. K Shine to me is still the best active battler in the world, and I mean active like you don't battle every 2 or 3 like times out of the year. Like he'll battle maybe at the least 4 times out of the year for the past 2 or 3 to 4 years, and he's beaten a lot of top tiers. Like he just like came off of beating. He beat. I know you West Coast, but I got him beating Rum because of the third, and I got him beating Tay Rock pretty clear. Like those are some big names to just beat, and then he just beat Clips. Like far as names go, he's kind of beating a lot of big names, and he's doing it sometimes with B level effort. So I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, listen, he's
I don't like him.
definitely in the top three in terms of active battlers, right? Like, for me personally, right now, I'd have Geechee one and Shine two, but I'm not mad at anybody that says Shine based on, you know what I'm saying, if you're just strictly looking at like clips and, you know what I'm saying, shit like and Tay Rock, okay. Like even the Nitty battle, I felt like the Nitty battle was debatable, but okay, if you want to say, okay, just because he had a good, great back and forth with Nitty, okay, I'll give you that. But I don't know. This battle here, man, Shine won clear. I was disappointed that Clips didn't really show up until the third. Like he kind of went back to the old Clips. Like first two was it's solid, and then the third was like, oh, okay, he's here. Like I was I was hoping to see more from him early on, but eh, shout out Shine, man. You again did what you were supposed to do. Like
So you ain't mad at Clip's performance? Like I was expecting
I
to hear some type of he had a hidden
that Clips
performance.
performance. Let's okay. Let's see. Here's the thing, man. I can't really he wasn't all the way in hidden form. Like because if you put Clips versus O Red and Chess, he's winning. Handicap match style, two against, he's still winning with the rounds he brought for Sean.
Hmm.
So I am disappointed in the fact that the battle wasn't as good as what it probably could have been, but the battle was never gonna be as good as it could have been because the battle's too fucking friendly. That's why you didn't get the shine that you probably were thinking you wanted to see because it's too friendly. It's an exhibition. I don't really have the kind of energy for you where I'm trying to really destroy you. It's kind of like a little it's like a little sparring session. Like it's not really that like tough. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not. So my expectation wasn't really for like crazy angles or like I was just hoping that on a bar level they would just be barring up, going crazy that way. So I mean, it was disappointing. It was a bit
Very
of a
disappointing.
letdown, but I'm not going.
I'm I'm gonna knock it because like here's like another aspect or angle because I can't remember the last time Shine and Chess was on the same card with each other like both active, and you know people want to see that matchup. And it's kind of like Chess is choking and stumbling again, and then you're kind of light. It kind of like I wouldn't say put a damper because if they announce that shit tomorrow, I'm fucking with it, right? But you wanted to see them at their best, knowing that each other was on the card, and you kind of wanted to, set the marker, prove a point. Like I'm coming for you, and this is the type of shit I'm bringing. You get what I'm saying? I felt like they both kind of dropped the ball in that aspect. But K Shine still won, and I guess that's just a testament to how dopey he is, man. He can get away with like giving you instead of giving you that 30 and 8 and 8, he giving you. Like I feel like Surf with these basketball references, but yeah, he's putting up solid numbers. So I ain't mad at it, but yeah, or at least I thought Clips would might go for the jugular a little bit, like, but you know, it is what it is. I don't no replay value for me. I don't think I'll ever go back to that battle. Will you? Like you fucking with it? Hold on, somebody, let me read the comments. Read the comments. They need to stop booking clips. Like, what's the point? I see my man Rain from the West Coast on here. Shout out to Rain. Shout out to Minso. I see you, Minso. You said you don't get the notifications. I don't know why, brother. Click the bell. Click the bell. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, everybody who's in here. Shout out to the chat. Family, Rain, OYK. Dre the Great says the battle was dry. Um, OYK said I wouldn't fix the sandwich during a second. Oh, word. So this was your store run battle. Every event got a store run battle. Every event. Every event there's a store run battle where you might even see me tweet out y'all want anything back. That's a fact. I you know what? I could have went to the store on this one. I could have. I'm like 5 minutes away. I could have ran. I ain't missed nothing. I ain't missed nothing too serious. But yeah, man. Yo, Nico, you there?
Yo, can you hear me still?
Yeah. You good? All right, there you go.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
so yeah, we can go on to the next one, bro. I'll just go to Jerry West versus Rum. Battle of the night to me. Battle
Yeah.
of Battle of the night. Pretty clearly too. Pretty clearly too.
Yeah.
So
Yes, it's sadly. I don't want to say sadly, like to knock their
I, t-
individual efforts
I
because they
told
did
you it
what
was
they're
gonna be
supposed to
Battle
do.
of the night. You gotta stop disagreeing with me, man. I be right sometimes. You know that, right?
You're not right all the time, bro. That pie comment is still you hidden tear with that shit.
The pie comment. Oh, because I said pumpkin pie was trash or was sweet potato pie. Well, they both trash, but yeah, I stand on that.
Oh my. Yeah, see this
Don't. Hey, calm down, calm down. We gonna talk about that another
nigga.
time, bro. But yeah, pie is overrated. But anyway, so yeah, Jerry West versus Rum Nitty, battle of the night. I felt that it was gonna be difficult for Jerry to beat um Rum 2 out of 3 rounds. Like he just writes too well, and you really can't miss unless you got uh, unless you got a totally different style than Rum, to where like maybe being bar heavy isn't your thing. So like with Big T, right? The reason some people got him winning is because they don't expect him to go back to back. They're there for the haymakers and the unorthodox style, so they might give him just off preference. But if you are one of these guys that are trying to back to back punch and bar for bar with him, you're gonna lose that if you're not really switching shit up. And I felt like Jerry West came in there with he was good. He was good every round. That's why it's the battle of the night. But I felt like he kind of fell into the trap of Rum and was just trying to outbar him the whole night up until the third, which that's the round I gave him was the third. But yeah, I just thought it was a bad game plan. You should have been hitting him with all type of you should have been hitting him with all type of angles, a little bit of performance, a little more entertainment value, some crowd participation. Should have been hitting him with different shit. But yeah, I got it 2-1 clear for Rum. How you got it?
Yeah, excuse me. I had Nitty 2-1, debatable 30. I thought the third round was very, even though that was Jerry's best round. Again, I'm not giving out a participation award. I thought Nitty third round was on the same level. To be honest, I did give Jerry West the third. I thought he edged it, but I could see a 30. So I had to be in 2-1 clear. Debate of 30.
Mm,
It's I think the thing with Jerry West, man, and to really beat Nitty, bro, like you're not gonna outright Nitty. So you have to do something else better than him to even the playing field.
it's a
Like either
fact.
your performance has to be on like 10, like you have to really do something different.
Yeah,
This is why I feel like this is why I feel like when I'm looking at battlers, like especially like pin game duels or punchliners, you battling Nitty, bro. You can't do what he does better than him. You're not going to do it better than him. You're just not. So you have to find something else to even the playing field. You know what I mean? And I don't think Jerry West was doing that. Now I feel like if he would have had 3 of his third rounds, he might have made this battle look a little better for himself. But I feel like his first round, it just was kind of at certain points it was dry. His punches, like they just like the bar quality. Like you listening to rum rap, and then you hear the bar quality just drop when you
Yeah.
listen to his opponent. And it's
Yeah, I
not
agree.
saying like you didn't have anything, but the quality was just so much less, bro. And it just, especially the second round, it stood out so much. Like,
Yeah, man, it's something about Nitty in these second rounds, man. He just elevates and he stays there. He just hovers above you and just be like hitting you with fucking death shots, bro. Like I don't get it. Like it was, yeah, it got bad in that second. First round, like I said, it was somebody said he was basic. It might have been OYK. Shout out to you. Stop saying Philly versus everybody. That's Detroit shit.
he
You
was
gotta stop
better
that.
versus John for sure.
Uh, yeah, he was. He was better versus John John. It was a fill out round for him. He was. I don't think he was quite sure. He did, Hornet. Yo, why are you talking about his rounds like that? Yeah, that was a little different. Like the knit flips. The knit flips didn't. That was a bad approach. I definitely wouldn't have went with Hornet and shit like that. But it's a learning
That's
curve.
what like you can't do.
Learning
Like, see, this
curve.
is the thing too. Like, and Jerry West gonna learn this as he's when you battling these other these lower tier people. You like, and you doing name flips, you're gonna get away with saying certain shit versus them because they're not in the spotlight as much. So we don't know how many times Ty done heard T bars. We have no idea. But when he said there ain't no sugar in this shit, okay, that's fine. That's crazy. But see, why not in the spotlight like a fucking Nitty, where it's like we hearing and seeing every fucking name flip. So it's like some of the shit that he was saying, like, bro, I've heard this shit before. Like it wasn't just the best of what I've heard of the name flips. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, okay, I've heard all this shit before. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah, I just felt like against Rum, you got to write at a level you haven't wrote before. So there's no. It's just shocking to me because Jerry West is so smart and calculated that you looked at this material and said, "Yeah, this is a different level that I haven't reached." Like you're rapping your shit.
I
Like,
still feel like he did enough to be main stage though.
oh no, 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 I'm not selling stock on Jerry at all. Cause like I said, those 3 rounds would have still beat some people on that card. So I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying for the level, if you're going to go in there and be like, I'm about to show y'all I can hang with Nitty bar for bar, you there's no way you should. I don't see. I'm kind of just confused on how you was comfortable with that and just went out there. Like I said, Rum struggle, not struggles, but people make it debatable with Rum when they're not trying to do that. Unless you got the tools to do it, unless you're Chilla Jones who can punch, scheme, angle, and still scheme and punch. Unless you're in that, because that's a different level. That's a writer of the highest order. Jerry's not the highest right, the writer at the highest order just yet. But unless you're one of those guys, the Irons, the Chillas, the JCs, you have to find a different way. You got to T top your way into a third. You got to do something. So I'm not. I'm.
I also think Jerry West is better when he's angling. Like the little shit when he
That's what I'm
started like
saying.
going at like I think he's a lot better with that. I think he should explore that more because I feel like that's what makes him a main stage worthy battler more so than the bar quality. Like same thing with John John. John John's not like the greatest punchliner or greatest with the bars or anything like that.
He's a
But what
little bit
he
of
is,
everything.
but yeah, he does a little bit of everything, but he angles too. So it's like angles is like a great equalizer. We about to get into a battle pretty soon where angles really level the playing field. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But it's just like you can't like a great angle is unbeatable. You can't do nothing with a great angle, bro. Like all the
That's a
punches in the
fact.
world are not beating a great angle. So
Yeah,
I feel like Jerry should get back in that bag.
yeah, and that's why him and John John was interesting because a lot of people compare him to John John because like it's more of about they can punch, but it's more about being creative with the punch and angling and really being more of a strategist. And he just kind of ran away from that. And that's what happens sometimes in these big matchups. And every some people go through it, right? You get in these big matchups, you feel like you got to change some shit up, and he'll learn just be yourself, and you'll be all right. So shout out to Jerry and shout out to Ron for bringing us Battle of the Night. That definitely still got replay value. I'll definitely check it out. whenever it drops on the app and all that. If that should have dropped on YouTube in like 3 years. I don't even know if I'll be covering battle rap still. Like, but that's a fact. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into this real quick, man. I want to shout out my homegirl Sadia. Shout out to her. She be, it's my sister in law. I know she probably tuning in. Her birthday was a couple of days ago. Happy belated. Shout out to her. But yeah, next was we gonna get into it. Talk about angles, right? You want to talk about angles? Arsenal and T Top, bro. Um, First of all, the coin toss shit was hilarious because I knew live. I'm like, I don't remember this nigga calling tails. Like, I
Bro,
even.
I heard the nigga say heads, bro. And then when he's like, nah, I called tails. Like he started, I'm like, bro, in my mind, I'm like, Ars, you call. I'm just listening to him in the way he trying to play it off. I'm like, bro, y'all can tell the nigga lying. Just look at his rollout. He trying his hardest to act like y'all swiving him right now. Now reflip that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, he said it twice. Like heads,
Yeah, that was
heads.
crazy.
No, not tail. He almost said on his daughter. Like he was like on everything. Like I'm like, nah, not on everything. Ours don't do that. But okay. Let me. Did it work to his benefit?
I
I mean, you did all that effort of like pleading your case, and okay, you got it. But like, did it help?
I mean, he won the round, so it kind of helped. But I think he would have run that. He would have won that round anyway. Even if he went first. If he went first, he still would have won that round. So I don't. But maybe he was just paying so much respect to T Top that he just wanted to play it safe. Like T Top gonna come out with fire, and T Top was cool in the first. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great. He had some lines that hit, some lines that missed. That's kind of been T Top since the incident, right? So this is his third battle, I believe, since the whole Summer Impact Reloaded incident. He battled Cortez first. I got him losing that, but he had a really dope ass third round. I got him losing 2-1 with a dope ass third round. Versus Bill, I got him losing 2-1 with a dope ass third round. And then we go into this battle where he's starting off kind of the same. Like, okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with some shots. It's gonna be hit or miss. I'm gonna have some shit, and then I'm gonna have some stuff that was a little dry. And then Ars came out the gate. Your baby mama doing this with the phone, showing her getting real explicit, real X-rated X videos, Pornhub type of shit on caffeine. I know the producers was like, "Yo, what's this? Is y'all do this? Y'all do this in battle rap?" Like,
Hey, hey,
I know
hey,
they was
hey,
wild.
hey. That's another thing too. Caffeine. I know y'all said you weren't gonna be censoring anything, but this is just only because battle rap can get a lot more vulgar than what Arsenal did, bro. Like we done seen it. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, it definitely. Yo, man, that shit. That was bad. That was bad, dog. That was bad. Shout out to the people in the chat, man. I see people in here, man. I see y'all. Again, shout out to my sister-in-law, Sadia. Happy belated birthday, girl. All right, but yeah, no. I thought the first round was a death blow. I thought when you do something like that, and let's listen, let's stray away just from the prop, right? Because when the prop hit, you still gotta connect. You can't just throw something out there and not have bars to match, right? Like it's like John with the chain. Yeah, you bring out the chain, but it doesn't hit if you're not throwing it in the crowd and say you want it back, go get it, dropping. Don't you pay attention? Don't you see me dropping jewels? It's about what you do with the prop and how you rap after that. Arch was cooking him after that. Still, to the point where who was my man's that be with NWX? This is his second time trying to ruin a battle. The first time, I don't know if you remember the 2-on-2 Monstars versus NWX. That's who Twerk got into it with. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you on stage talking crazy?" Now he's doing that with Ars, and Ars is like, "Yo, come do something." So like entourages, man, like just be there. First of all, this is my personal opinion. If your entourage not there to hold your water or like be a part of the like performance at some part, just get the fuck off the stage. And from my experience and from shout out to my man E who usually be in here, Echo the Light, we would both tell you being on stage isn't even the best viewpoint. Like I'd rather not be on stage if I'm there live. Like I don't see what's the fuss, what's the hype around being on stage. It's not even that dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So he tried to ruin around, but it didn't work. Ars is very composed. If you remember him against Cassidy when they got into a little tussle, he got right back to his shit. Like he a pro. He travels on the road for sport. He's always on road games, man. You know a slogan, another nigga stay and another nigga face. Um, yeah, it was an explosive first round, bro. I thought it was over for Top. I did. Were you thinking 30 at that point, or you felt like T Top was gonna bounce back?
I thought it was over. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, this is, because that's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, bro, you giving Arsenal all this damn time. Like the roles have reversed. Like, okay, Arsenal, all these angles you can use now. So that first round, I'm like, okay, Arsenal powerful. Like this is gonna be crazy. But if there was ever a category for comeback round of the years, like you got to put T Top second round in that category. Like I ain't. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody punch out of a bag like that.
Yeah, he punched out of that bag, bro. He punched
I
all the way
haven't
out.
seen that in quite some time, bro. Like that was. I'm talking, but he used the whole array of skill set to get out that bag. Like I'm like, okay, like
Yeah. So for the
going into the third, I'm like, bro, if both of them can show up with a crazy third round, then you might be able to say this was battle. Like it was that kind of like way at that point. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
the way Top maneuvered by kind of bringing back up his baby mom, but like taking it back to the origins of their relationship on how they first met and making it seem like she was on him, so he kind of just like ran with it to bringing up Arsenal's kid and his situation, comparing the situation. Like at least I'm there for mines. My comparing the looks and what I'm saying the whole K Shine line that got repeated. It was just really genius and right, and that's the thing because Arsenal can angle, but that's kind of T Top is one of the new age guys. Him and Mike P are kind of carrying the torch for the new age guys with angles. So it's kind of like your fault. Like it's like, okay, you want to play this game? Are you sure you want to play this game? Because T Top can just do it a little bit better than most. And when he flipped it, I've never seen the momentum shift like that from one round to the next for a particular battle unless it was like some real punchline crazy back and forth. But just on an angle, dog, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. And when what's lost in all this, Arsenal second was actually really good. Like it was actually pretty good. I wouldn't say really. It was pretty good. Like if T Top didn't have that crazy a second, you would probably be like this 2-0 Ars. Like I know we can't see that again because it was live. You only get to see it once, la la la. But whenever we get a chance to see it again, just pay attention to Ars' second. It was pretty good. The third round could go either way. I
Yeah,
felt they were light.
I thought it was a pretty good battle going into the third. Like I didn't,
Yeah.
I wasn't like honestly, I wasn't like I actually got more than what I expected. Like it actually exceeded my expectations by that point. Like so going into the third, I was like, oh shit, okay, I actually got a battle. Like damn, like okay.
Oh yeah, the bus line. Like the bus driver, how ironic the bus driver can't drive by his kids or something about that. Oh, that line was crazy too. T Top with this in his bag in this second.
Hey,
Oh man.
this is another thing too, man. When battlers be saying like, man, it is hard to come up with like concepts that haven't been said before, especially when you battling somebody like Arsenal. He done heard every bus driver bar in the world, but that's where that attention to detail and that extra you know what I'm saying, preparation comes from, and really going back to your material and making sure it's on point, because you could skip over a line like that. You know what I'm saying? But T Top, man, he put that attention to detail with that with them rounds, man. Like I hats off to him. Like I had T Top winning
Okay.
2-1. Uh but
Co-
like it very well it could have been the other way around. Like it's and that was great counter writing too. Like to have that second
Oh
round
yeah,
where it was,
that was elite
like
level.
that was almost perfect. It's almost like a rebuttal. Like you just a pre-rebuttal. Like
Let me ask you
it,
this. Let me ask the chat family this though. Do y'all feel, everybody in the chat? Do y'all feel like he moved his round up? Cause that feels like a third round to me. Like his third round didn't feel like a third. His second felt like that was actually his third, but Ars went so crazy in the first, he had to match that energy. That's my thinking. I don't know. I'm probably totally off. Like if I asked T Top that, I don't think he would like admit it to me. But I felt like that's some, because that would have to be great counter writing. Because why would you expect him to kind of open up with that if you are counter writing?
well, I mean, you definitely, yeah, round placement is something like, and you got to think about Arsenal's not really like I'm gonna wait until the third round to like get into some shit with you. Like Arsenal's one of them dudes. Like the first two rounds is normally where he does his most damage. Like he's kind of out the gate with the disrespect. Like he not one of them. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the third round to create this crazy moment and angle. He kind of like out the gate. Like he's coming at you with whatever he has. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his approach is. So you know what I mean. He could have definitely moved it up one. You know what I'm saying? He definitely could. Now, if he did, you taking a hell of a risk, because it depends on how he prepped it. Like if you going over your rounds, you memorizing your rounds, 3 rounds in order, or if you memorizing it in just random order. You know, that's very
Oh
important too.
wow.
Because
Oh, so
I've seen people move around up and then forget the other round. You know what I mean?
okay. So people said that he did. Okay. OYK and Ro both said that he said it himself that he moved it up. Okay. So I wasn't tripping. Okay. Appreciate y'all. That's why the chat family is so special, man. They be knowing, they be paying attention to all that shit. I appreciate y'all, man. Damn. So yeah, there you go. He moved. It makes sense. It makes sense because I couldn't, because even the best counter writers, it's hard to predict when somebody's gonna make that move. Like the whole, I'm gonna bring that out and then talk about your BM in the first round doesn't seem like that seems. I don't even. It's not even cliche. It's kind of an unorthodox thing to do. People usually wait second or third. So I felt like yeah. So he moved it up. Okay, that makes sense. But that was still, even though that's not counter. It's counter writing, but it's like you said, it's round placement too. So having the wherewithal to move it up makes total sense. And now you lead a third. You kind of go into the third with all the momentum, and it's now what, top of the third. The ball is in his court, and it's gonna be hard for him to match that energy again. And that's why I give T Top the battle, not only because of that, but because in the third, I just felt like Arsenal just at that point he just ran out of topics, bro. He ran out of shit to say. He kept going back to baby mama shit. You can't rehash it. You can't remix it. It was a done deal. T Top wasn't that much better, but I just felt his shit was more cleaner. He was still saying some a little clever shit here and there, but yeah, I feel like he took the momentum and he kept it. Arsenal never did anything to third to get it back. So yeah, I got a 2-1 T Top. But hell, it's a hell of first and seconds, man. So I'm fucking with that
Yeah,
battle.
that's a fact.
battle
Facts, man.
battle that people were waiting for, the main event of the
Let's talk
evening.
about it.
Well, it was actually not. It was late as fuck at night. I think it was like 11:30 when this shit started Eastern time. But Geechee Gotti, man, versus New Jersey Twerk. This shit was dubbed the face of battle rap, the face of the URL, the face of the new breed that's coming into battle rap, taking over shit. And predictions, it was me, you. Shout out to Battle Rap Q, who was a part of this. I believe Battle Rap Q picked Twerk, and you picked Geechee. Edge, he edged it to Twerk. I was on the fence, but I leaned towards Geechee in that one. And man, this was not at all what I expected, dog.
You
This
know what's crazy?
that
You
was
know what's crazy? None of us could have possibly expected this result, right? Like none of us could have possibly had thought that this result was going to happen with the battle. The one thing I will say in terms of this battle is if you were to predict, like, okay, who would have the potential for a clear one, you would probably say it would be Geechee because Twerk has a history of stumps and choke. And you would think the one area Twerk had the advantage over Geechee was performance. And that's what led to his loss in this battle was a lack of good, clean performance. It just showed the difference in the preparation. Like how Danny Myers told me years back, man, create separation in battle rap is preparation. Like he's saying that shit longest in my time. So I shout out to Geechee, man. That's
bro.
like
He I felt like he wanted it more, man. He wanted it more. Let me ask y'all this. Let's get this right out the way. Y'all know me. I don't talk about what happens outside. But do you think the things that transpired with Twerk the night before played a part in this? Like mentally, where was his mind at? Like,
uh,
and I will have to. I won't. If you know, you know. I'm sure shit was like trending on Twitter. But
I think
and I know
I
DME
mean
is here, and I'm not making excuses for him. I'm asking a question. I'm just want everybody to, you know.
I could say yeah. Because he did say that he on Twitter he had a tweet where he was saying there were other things that were on his mind and everything. You know what I'm saying? It kind of took away from his performance being as crisp and clean as what we're accustomed to. But I still, man, I can't give you a pass with that because you understood the magnitude of this matchup coming in, or at least I would think that you understood the magnitude of this matchup coming in. You can't show up for a battle of this magnitude the way that you did and not be prepared at like it just came off like he just didn't prep for this one the way that you would want to see him prep for it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's disappointing because this was supposed to be that one. Out of everything else, this was supposed to have been that one.
Yeah, and they hyped it up. The face off was intense. Had me and who was that? Was that OYK I was talking to? I was like, man, I'm gonna pass on this face off. It's gonna be too friendly. And then the face off was better than I expected. Then he's saying shit like, I never wanted to win a battle or go crazier than I do against Geechee. So I'm like, oh, we about a lot of people were saying we about to get the best twerk ever. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. And yeah, he pretty much laid an egg. Did it play a part? I agree, maybe to a degree, because when you hear about the severity and how close they were, because like he battled Dougie and Red Handed, and the person that he got into it with was one of the people responsible for getting him to the URL and ultimately, giving him this platform to shine. Do something like that. If y'all really was that close, I'm hearing they went on double dates together and shit. So that's keeping it battle rap, but I can see how maybe a little bit. I'm not giving him a pass because the material itself wasn't good, and you wrote that material before all of this occurred, and like lazy shit to me. I'm not a fan of misusing people's name just to make it a bar. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of when people use chess name and they're not talking about the board game and they're talking about his your actual body part. I'm not a fan of when people shorten Calico's name and call him Cal but use it as a term for a cow. I'm just not with that type of shit. Like we going cow tipping. Like this nigga name is Calico and Cal is short for that. The fuck that's got to do with a cow? But anyway, I'm not a fan of that shit,
hey,
bro. I'm not. We ain't. Hey, I haven't said it all day. I don't think, but we ain't doing that. We ain't, bro. But yeah, man.
so okay, let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you this: was there a round that was debatable?
Was there a round that was debatable? Somebody said who did the got flips before? It was Tay Rock. Tay Rock was using that shit. Geechee got, so I'm gonna call you got. No, we ain't doing that. The round that was debatable was no, no, yeah, debatable. No, no, I can't debate a round. His first was his best round to me. His third was his second best. I like his. I think his third, he was getting into certain pockets where he was being good, but Geechee was good all three rounds throughout the whole course of the round. Like God, Geechee didn't have. I didn't. I'm not saying Geechee was flawless. What I'm saying is Geechee had very few dry spots. If he had a dry spot, he would hit you right back with another one. Like it was like, bang, bang, bang. Shout out to pops. Like bang, bang, bang. And then a dry spot here. Maybe this didn't land, but bang, right back at you. This landed. So, yeah, I don't feel like I feel like Geechee left very little room for error, and it was, there were errors by Twerk. Like I said, shortening your name up with the God flips. These sometimes he was kind of slow with the pace, like he was trying to memorize his shit and not get, and not have the jersey. And then he jersey. What round was that he jersey? There was a second. It was the second round he jersey. That was like the clearest round that he clearly lost.
Yeah, that second round from Geechee was powerful. That was a powerful round. Like it, bruh. As a California native, my whole life, when he started talking about that Pyru shit, oh my, bruh,
Yeah,
y'all don't understand. Listen, what Geechee was breaking down, that's some cold street shit, bro. Like
yeah,
that was a cold angle to take, bro. Like almost a perfect angle to take too. Like for real,
yeah.
that
No,
was fire. Now I will say this though, I don't want, cause I seen some shit online on Twitter, and people was kind of taking the angle like out of context. Like not saying Twerk not a real one or nothing like that. He not really from that, but you just on some street shit, man. The way Gotti was breaking that down, it was all facts. So I just, because I see people online that keep trying to like make it about shit that's like not what he was saying in the round. They're trying to make it about other shit. Y'all just appreciate the round for what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate it. And if you don't understand some of the references, don't try and make up some other reference for it, man. Just, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I agree, man. It was. I see people trying to debate the first. I see even people try to debate the third. It was a
But he
30.
choked in the first.
Did he? He choked in the first.
Bruh, he had a moment in time where he paused for 10 seconds, didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, okay, to the untrained eye ear, they wouldn't call that a choke. They would call that like just place, being misplaced for a brief
Bruh,
second. I'm just saying.
bruh,
I'm just saying.
set up, bruh. Okay, I said this when I recapped it. Okay, let's say you don't call it a choke. Let's say you call it a stumble or something like that, or you waiting for the crowd to die down. That still goes into your performance, bro.
Yeah,
Like you
true,
literally,
true.
I'm
It doesn't
watching you
even
on
matter.
camera.
It doesn't matter because Geechee was shaking the room, bro. The first round. It really don't even matter. We nitpicking. Whether he choked or not, he clearly lost the first. Like I'm on your side with this. Like there's really nothing to debate. I thought I would even see people in the chat kind of debate this, but I want to salute the chat family for again proving why they are probably the most high battle IQ people that's why I fuck with y'all on Twitter as well, because like y'all just know what's going on. Yeah, there's really nobody debating it in chat either. Like it's pretty clear to me. I haven't seen the interview with Twerk afterwards. I guess people were saying like he wasn't like being the best, in defeat. He kind of was like in denial. I did see him tweet out that he felt he won the battle rounds 1 and 3. So
I don't know how he think he won that third,
uh,
bro. There's no way.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's no way, bro. The nigga said a funeral was the main stage and a closed casket was a no-show. Like, bro,
Yeah,
there's
that
nothing
closed
he
cat.
said, bro.
Oh, the closed caskets
What?
was a no show.
Coughing
That
after
was hidden.
coughing, the shit was contagious. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's too much.
Yeah, no,
I seen niggas, I seen niggas dying they whip because they went to go and get they go for their piece, but because they was strapped in, they couldn't get to it. Like what?
yeah, no, he
Come
was.
on, bruh. What we doing?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I can't lie, bro. I was impressed with Geechee. Geechee again showed, man, he's been consistently good, man. Consistently good. And he's getting better and he's showing up in these big events, on these big stages. Whether against Surf, whether you felt he won or lost, against now against Twerk. He's here, man. He's here to stay, bro. He's here to stay. Pyru said Twerk 30. You're hilarious. He's joking, by the way, so don't get crazy. Don't. That's Pyru. He's a jokester. If you're serious, you're on something strong. And if you're in Michigan, I understand why you're on something strong. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's legalized here. You know, I get
The
it.
cold, the cold part is, bro. I think it was Rita. Shout out to Rita. I think she said that she had Twerk winning the third.
Who said that?
If I'm not mistaken, I thought she said on Twitter she had him winning the third. So I'm like, I gotta like, I didn't think his third was on the level with. I thought Geechee clearly closed out. Like I didn't think it was. I thought the
Yeah.
only round that could have been debated was the first. I felt like the second and
I
third
think
was kind of
I
clear.
think they're falling susceptible. I can't susceptible to what you're saying. When what you always say that people kind of give you that blue ribbon based on it being the best round of your 3 rounds, and I feel like that's the only reason why. Maybe they felt like that was his strongest round for him, but it definitely wasn't a stronger round than Geechee's, man. Like I don't know. And also, I always want to kind of hold back from people in the building. Like I even kind of refrain from giving in the building recaps because I want to make sure I feel comfortable in saying it. But yeah, in the building is just be different, man. I don't know. It depends on where you're standing, what entourage you're with when somebody's getting their bars off. A lot plays into that. But there's nothing that'll make me change on, like, I don't care how many times I watch that battle. Geechee won. It's clear as day. And this doesn't listen. I don't know why everybody acting like saying Twerk lost his battle means it's like some end for Twerk. It was a title attached to it, the face of the URL. That doesn't mean anything. Cause like, what if Geechee loses his next 2 or 3 battles and Twerk wins his next 3? Does that mean he's now you know what I'm saying? It could change. Like it's just a title. It just doesn't. Twerk is still gonna get booked. He's still gonna be on big time events. So like, if you
I just,
really fuck
I
with
just,
Twerk, just give him this L, bro. Give him the L.
but okay, let's keep it real, bro. If this had been the other way around, they wouldn't be doing saying the same shit about Geechee. Like, oh man, let's not. Y'all, like they wouldn't have the same kind of energy, bro. I feel like people just don't want to hear that their favorite battler, or some people they just don't want to hear that they could possibly get 30. That's like, bro, he was not clean. Like we have seen Twerk with clean performances in the past. They are rare, but we have seen them when he battled clean paper. That was a clean
Dude,
performance.
he
That's a
just
bar.
had the battle. In my opinion, him and Chilla is the battle of the year so far. For me, I love that battle.
That was a dope one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, just for me, bro, I'm like, we've seen him get through rounds clean, have, what I'm saying, good and great. We've seen it. So it's like, even in battles where, let's say he did have one slip up, like, okay, versus JC, he had a slip up in his first. But the last 2 rounds was so great, it's like, good grief. Like, you just see the potential, bro. And it's like, you got to eventually at some point, bro, I want to see him really match your potential with your work ethic. Like, your work ethic needs to match that potential, bro.
Yeah,
And it's hard to say that it's like you're creating some of the best shit we've ever heard, but it's like maybe that's your gift is writing. Maybe you're able to write this shit that nobody else can, but your preparation is what's gonna make it seem like, okay, it's not really that hot.
I agree.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and I don't and this is not one of those cases where I feel like, once again, shout out to everybody. Oh shit! Oh wait, time out. my man Coach Vouch Lombardi. If you're into football, if you're into breaking down the X's and O's, if you're into just real thorough talk, but from a real brother who not gonna sugarcoat shit, check out my man's channel. He is like he's man, you so popular now, bro. I don't even comment when I'm watching your lives and shit. I just like watch you, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. This is my man. I've known him for a minute, man. Definitely check out his channel, support it. Like he's like the guru of this football shit, man. He's got tons of subscribers. He got tons of content. So for y'all NFL, college football lovers, go this. Yeah, I look. I'm in the presence of greatness right now, dog. Shout out to my man. And he, state shit, Mississippi. I was born in Mississippi, so I'm always show love to people from that area, no matter what. But yeah, so appreciate you popping through, bro. For real, for real. Yo, man, I feel like people are going to try to give him this Lux and Nitty kind of aura where it's going to look different on cam. But I don't. Maybe I'm tripping, but I don't feel like his shit was that overly complex to where I felt like I missed a lot of shit. Maybe I missed a bar or two, but I don't think I missed anything enough to make me sway and be like, "Oh no, y'all are tripping." I think his first round was good. I just think Geechee's was better. I thought his second was bad and he
Sure.
jerseyed, and I thought his third was good too, but I just didn't. I just think he just didn't do enough either round. Like there's nothing else I could really say. I don't think it's one of those instances where I'm going to miss it and be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, wait till we see it again and you'll feel differently. He's not getting that Lux rum type of love from me in that aspect. But I do, we'll see. We will see. I can't wait for people to see this battle again. But that's how I feel about it. Let's see. DME says I thought Twerk was quitting for not being appreciated. That's another thing I want to talk about too, because not only do he show a bad case of that, but O-Red shows a bad. Like they're terrible road game players. What I mean is, if the crowd, if you say something with all your might, deliver it the right way, cut into it, punch hard, and the crowd is silent, that fucks with Twerk, Old Red. There's some others that Jack Boy, they really don't recover well from lack of reaction. And to me, Geechee has shown me against K-Shine. Everybody remember the volume battle against K-Shine. They was heavy in there. They weren't reacting to shit. He fought through it and made them start laughing and giving him fives and shit. Like he just got like you gotta have that thick skin. I remember when Hitman first came to the URL in New York, going against Cortez, full of Brooklyn niggas and NYB niggas. It's just him and a few of the Midwest movement. He owned that by the middle of the second. He owned that room. Like you just gotta have it, and that's when you boss up the most. So I feel like that's another thing where that plays a bad part into it, where you kind of be like, yo, y'all sleep. Hey, Ballers, stop saying the crowd is asleep or wake up and all that shit, man. It makes you look just very entitled. It makes you look like you are saying something extraordinarily just intelligent and eloquent that we aren't catching. And then when you play it back, it's going to look even worse because the bar might not be as sophisticated as you think it is. And now you're going to really create a dilemma in your next battle because you like it's just not a good look, man. Y'all got to stop doing that and stop getting frustrated. Stop huffing and puffing. I really take a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Defense in battle rap is so underrated. Shout out to Jerry West, Hollow the Don. Some of the guys who have great defense, they don't get flustered by shit. So you just gotta keep rapping, bro. But
Yeah, man. That was a letdown battle, man. Because like I said, that was my Mook Lux battle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept comparing it to going in, and it just not only did it not live up to the hype in terms of a back and forth, it's the way it happened, bro. Like
yeah,
if you just didn't have as good a material as your opponent and you lost, no shame in it. As long as you went out on your A game, but your opponent just edged you out, no shame in that. But to not be clean, to have stumbles, like to not be you, like that's just that really just I don't know, man. But Twerk, you still one of them one of them dudes in the culture, man. The
For sure.
reason why you even getting the kind of feedback that you getting is because you so great. Like to whom much is given, much is required. Like we not putting your name out there as one of the top 5, you know what I'm saying, battlers or top 10, whatever it is, for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
when you have mess ups, when you have slip ups, you gonna get punched on. That's just simple and plain. You gonna get punched on.
Yeah.
Don't mean that we not fucking with you. Don't mean that we think you terrible or something. But just is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. And it's just, and Geechee is going to create a dilemma, man. It's just hard to really try to, because you can punch better than him, but how it's hard to angle somebody who comes across as an all around straight up real ass nigga. It's just it's like it's hard to cut through authenticity. You get what I'm saying? So
There's people out here in the West. Shout out to my people out here in the West, man. There's people that live out there or be like they from like Compton or they like you know what I'm saying, go out there every now and then. One of the dudes out here, shout out Columbo Black, he's like, man, like Geechee really be like, bro, I go over there, I'm visiting family, I go to the little gas station, I see Geechee up, like he really out there, like you know what I'm saying, like he's
yeah, man.
really out there. So it's like for us out here who like we know Geech and we like been around him and we see him when he's at events and all, like, bro, it's like authenticity on like I don't even know if there's a level to describe, like, bro, it's 100 across the board. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
And
he
he
does so
shouted you
much
out.
for.
And shout out to him for shouting you out.
Oh man, shout out to Geech, man.
Yeah, Geechee
That's
shouted.
my bro, man. Geechee family,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Geechee and Nico family. But that's not taken away. He's not saying he won just because he's family. Like, Nico's one of the more unbiased guys in media. I wouldn't have him on the platform so much if I felt
oh yeah,
otherwise.
nah. Listen. I just got through cooking Geechee, man. A couple, what was that? A week or two ago
Because
when
he
he
lost
lost
to
to
Sharon.
Sharon.
He got
Yeah,
30 by
he
Sharon.
got 30. I said he got
Yeah,
30.
you say he
I
got
might
30
have to
by
go
Sharon.
back. He might have edged around, but nah, I said he got 30. You
Yeah, he
know what I'm
got
saying?
30.
But in this battle, man, the biggest, it's a obviously much bigger battle. Biggest battle he's probably had to date. I mean, there's a lot on the line with this one. I mean, you know, you can say the surf battle was a major battle, but this is the one where it's like it defines your era.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
when the
this is an
history
era.
books
This
get
was,
written, this defines the era that you come
yeah,
from, and
this
to
was
be the
this.
number one person from your era, that
This
gotta
was
feel.
made up to be their surf and hitman.
Yeah, like
This was made up,
that
and
that that's unbelievable. And the fact that we don't even get battles like this anymore,
yeah,
like if you think about it, they're rare. Bootlegs, Surf Hitman,
yeah, yeah. This is
GT Twerk.
yeah.
We don't get these battles often.
That's a
We don't.
fact.
Even when you look at say like Ace and Swamp, they hadn't ascended to a level of
Oh yeah,
superstardom yet.
I never thought. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like it was good for that year, but it wasn't like an era defining. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
these two literally defined the era. You know what I'm saying? With Rum Nitty, like them three, Rum Nitty, Twerk, Geechee. You can see everybody has some of what those three have brought to the culture.
That's a
Everybody
fact.
in the culture has some of what those three brought, and especially Twerk and Geechee because those are the up and comers. Those are who the fans have really, you know what I'm saying,
I want to
have
ask
been
the chat
ingratiated with. So
family.
it's like they, man, shout out to Geechee, bro. That's
Yeah,
that he
if you want to
he's not
catch,
gonna get enough credit for his work, bro. Like
if you
he
want to
not gonna
catch
get enough
Geechee,
credit.
just swing over to Nico's like server on Discord. He be chopping up like when he go live and like he records his show. Geechee, Saint, anybody in the West Coast that matters is on Nico's server on Discord. So be sure to subscribe to that.
Oh yeah, man.
What do you rate this card on a chat family? What do y'all rate this overall card? And if y'all want to count caffeine stream fucking up into an account, go ahead. I was gonna talk just battles, but if y'all want to add that on a scale of 1 to 10, what are we giving this card?
Um, 7 out of 10. The Geechee versus Twerk, I called it a 7 out of 10 battle. And that's the main event. So I start at the top. What was your main event like? Okay, main event 7 out of 10. Okay, I'm right there. Okay, Nitty versus Jerry West. Okay, it's like an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 8.5. Okay, that's a good battle, strong battle. Okay, you got a little upgrade. But then the rest of the night, it's like one sided. I mean, the Arsenal and T Top one was dope.
Arsenal
That was
teacher.
definitely, that was for sure dope.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a tough night, man. It just made me ask a couple questions though, Ledge. Like,
What does it make you
where's
at?
Av?
Where's Av?
Where was Av at? Where was Mike P?
Where's Mike P?
Yeah, I'm just just certain. Where was Iron Solomon?
Where was Iron Solomon? You
Like,
talking right
because
now.
I
Keep
know
talking.
them three right. I got some more names that I could
You
definitely drop.
talking
I'm just
right
saying
now.
those three. I know for a fact they not bullshitting. I know for a fact they coming with 3 rounds, guaranteed. Where these niggas at? Well, the nigga and then 2, white folk. But where they at?
Yeah, man. I was.
Especially Av, bro. Like Av,
I have.
he gotta get him on a card, man.
Yeah, Av. I want. Yeah, Av, Mike P. Hell, I know people feel hot and cold about franchise, but franchise is consistent. He's consistent. Could have
Yeah,
him on
franchise could have been on there. We could have heard about the band do a couple times.
there. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing. What about Calico could have made an appearance? I don't mind Cal. I ain't gonna never turn down a Cal battle.
Man, Calico next battle got to be Geechee, man. It's time to get. It's Geechee. He deserved these boss fights, man. Surf was one boss.
Is that his next battle? Cause
Calico got to be it,
is it
bro. Like
Calico?
that's my dream matchup right there, bro. Even more than the Twerk and Geechee is like that's an era defining battle. But for me, the battle that I always wanted to see, bro, was Cal versus
I want
Geechee.
to see
Even
I
before
want to see
Geechee
I want
blew
to see
up on the
Geechee
national
Hitman.
spotlight.
I want to see Geechee Hitman. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's like a summer, man. That's like it's like a spectacle kind of battle. That's one of them ones. But Calico, man, it's just the styles, bro. Like that's a really good battle, man. Like because you getting somebody who's giving you the West Coast visual and feel, and somebody who gives you the Detroit Midwest feel and visual. Like that, the battles like that. Like when I listen to Cal, I feel like I'm in Detroit. I'm like, oh shit, I can walk outside. I'm in Detroit right now. I listen to Surf, I feel like I'm in Jersey. I listen to Geechee, I feel like I'm on Nutty Block again. Like it's just certain people, man. When you got that ability to really like give that feel and that substance. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my dream battles right there. So yeah, it gotta be Calico, Hitman.
But
Do we put Geechee in the do we gotta start talking about Geech versus like Lux or one of these niggas?
nah. We ain't doing that. We surely ain't doing that.
I think Geechee would talk to Beloved, man.
That's why you coughing. You coughing all this sick shit because you saying nonsense.
Listen, you gonna call him a lost nigga? He is a lost nigga. That's okay. Shit.
You
Yeah.
also said B dot get Lux out of here. You also said Daylight gonna get Lux out of here.
Well,
You also said
that's okay. That's the it's the match. It's the matchup, bro. It's the matchup on why I said beat out, bro. That's
yep. Get yourself together. Get some water. Get some water. Go get some
yeah,
water
no
with all
water,
these
man.
lies. Go ahead and get some water. Call it off. That's why
They
you.
definitely not lies because Daylight finna beat him. So let's stop.
I
Playing.
don't know. Daylight is finna beat Lux. Who do you think Lux is, dog? What are you talking about?
Who do you think Daylight is? Daylight don't have to. Daylight has one battle on the biggest league, the #1 league, and he get Lux.
So you think Daylight is going to be?
Who do you think Daylight is?
So yes or no? Yes or no? You think Daylight is going to be Lux? You think Daylight's going? Yes or no? You think Daylight's going to be Lux? I want this on record.
I think Daylight got a chance to beat Lux.
Oh,
man.
he uncopped the plea. Damn, I know the police store was open
You can't put me on the spot and the battle ain't been officially.
Damn, I know the police store was open
on
close
the
to
card
midnight.
yet. You gotta give me some time, man.
You think Surf gonna beat Lux? You think Surf gonna beat Lux though, right?
West anyway, man. Daylight finna win. If Nitty battle Lux, Nitty winning. B dot. Geechee had talked to Lux. Like
y'all got
niggas
Lux.
All the lost niggas you done talked to. Like
y'all got Lux fucked up, man.
Listen, Lux got to get past Surf. I still think Surf gonna beat him in the building, and then on camera Lux will win. But in the building, I think Surf gonna get him kind of clear too.
So wow. So if we count up Surf, Geechee, B dot, and Daylight, you think Lux will go 0-4? Hey, it's time.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta put some debateables in there. All right.
But do you see?
Surf
But
battle will be.
see how crazy
The Surf battle will by virtue be debatable because I think Surf gonna win in the building, Lux on cam. So that's by virtue of that, it's gonna have people on both sides saying that's the case.
You think Rum Nitty will beat Lux?
I think that has to happen at this point. Like we've never had a person of Nitty's caliber with the pen and punches. Like Lux has never battled another great pen. He's never come outside to another great pen ever. He's never done it.
I'm about to end this show, bro. Lux not about to
What,
lose. Lux not
who
about.
has Lux battled that? Who has Lux battled that has been considered an all-time great pen? He's never battled that kind of person.
Man,
Give me one.
I got a better question. Name somebody one dimensional that stood a chance against Lux.
Nitty, okay, but here's the thing, bro. Nitty being one dimensional, if you want to, I don't think Nitty is one dimensional, but let's say you say, okay, Nitty's one dimensional, that's all he brings. He's so great and so elite and God tier level at that one thing. It will keep him in battles versus people who do more than that.
But see, this is the difference with Beloved. Beloved is exceptional at what he could be exceptional at what Nitty does too. He just chooses not to.
No, he cannot. He's not. He's not built like that. Stop.
He could be.
Beloved is Beloved.
Nah,
Beloved
he could
is
be.
God pen. He has the God pen.
He could.
The
you don't think Lux could
He's
string
not,
together
no.
intricate punches?
No,
What?
He's not built like that. His style is not built for that. Bro.
He chose this style.
Lux's style is predicated off of being able to rap a certain way.
Yes, but he chose that style. I've heard him. I've heard him on mixtapes. I've seen him battle the old Lux. I've seen him punch crazy. He chose this style.
He punched crazy. He never was on Nitty level. Let's stop playing.
Oh my God. All right.
All them punches you talking about, these mixtapes, he is not on Nitty's level. What Nitty's going right now.
But we haven't seen him try to punch like this in this era. We have.
If you could do it, you would do it.
No, that's not always.
Oh my God! If fucking if LeBron wants to score 100 points with his left hand, he could bro, do it then.
No. See,
the reason why you ain't doing it.
I'm about to fuck you up with this basketball analogy. You don't think LeBron could average a triple double like Russell Westbrook?
No.
All right, I ain't about to have this conversation. Look, man, this is my man NicoTV.
No, I don't.
Okay,
LeBron mentality doesn't give a fuck about a triple double.
That's my point. That's my point. His skill set, because he can pass. He's bigger. He can rebound. Skill set wise, that's all I'm saying.
Skill set is one thing, bro, but your mentality and how your makeup is a whole nother thing.
That's my point, Nico.
Bro,
I'm saying Lux
jump shot ever, bro. But if your mentality is posting up 99% of the game, I'm not calling you a great shooter. You post, nigga.
Nico, my point is he has the skill set to do it. He chooses not to. Your whole thing is like, who chooses not to do this? Because why?
Not doing what Nitty does, bro. He's not.
He hasn't. Because, but that don't mean he can't.
He can't do. He cannot. Nobody is on Nitty's level, bro. None of these niggas are on his level. They're not doing that. Keep it right there. They're not doing it.
Lux would beat Grum clearly. That's what we are doing.
Out of here. No,
that's what we are doing.
Beating him clear.
That's what we are doing.
We ain't doing none of that.
We are, man.
I give him a round. He gonna angle. Okay.
I give him a round. This nigga talking about Lux like he fucking like, I ain't even gonna say no names and disrespect the battler, but
I'm not even saying
you talking about him like he's somebody.
I'm just saying you acting like it's a wash. Like this Nitty ain't like, bro, what? Like, the niggas.
I know he is, but Lux is one of the niggas. Like it's a difference. You one of them niggas. Lux is one of the
and it's time for you to come outside to somebody who can potentially make you look a certain way. It's time. Battle the same kind of archetype of nigga. Like
you
outside. Bro, I got a blog I did last year, man. Damn near 6, 7, 8 months ago, bro. Talking about it's time for Beloved to come outside for nigga. I wasn't playing then. I ain't playing now. It's even more.
Oh no, I put that up too. I said it's time for Lux. It's time for Rum to get like Lux and Hitman and all that shit. I agree, but I'm just telling you what the outcome is. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna
yeah, man. Hey, sidebar too. I'm gonna just say this, man.
Go ahead.
Into the ring. Don't act like a hidden character again in the future, bro. Give my bro Ledge his props.
Oh,
that little hidden ass tweet was very foul.
Oh man,
I'm saying, do better, man. Do better.
Yo, Queen of the Ring. Yo, I was never gonna bring that up. Queen of the Ring. Y'all, it's all love. I don't know what that was. I've seen y'all tweets. I've seen Debo tweets telling me his apologies. He don't know how. I don't know. If it said it was a mistake. I don't know how you can mistake copy and paste my shit. I don't. I didn't know you can make that mistake. But
It was
it's
a mistake.
yeah. They said it was a
Yo.
mistake. So Queen of the Ring mistakenly went to my page that I tagged him to, hit copy and paste like they whole elbow hit the control button and all that shit, and then posted it on there where you got to click post and then take the graphic like that. All was by mistake. Like I don't like they whole hand was tripping for that, but it's all good. Look at man, it's whatever. I guess it's just silly to me because a simple retweet takes way less effort than doing all that they did. But I guess if you don't want me to shine, that is fine. And that rhyme, I'm sublime. That was corny, but I like
trying
all
to
that.
do better, man. That's so stupid.
Hey, I
You
appreciate you,
still
man.
fucking y'all Queen of the Ring.
And appreciate people like DME, Ben Sways, everybody for like kind of like, yo, y'all filed for that. So, like I said, they reached out. They said they're bad. It's all water under the bridge. I ain't gonna put up too big of a fuss about it. But
Hey, bro, you want to make it up, man? Get up on this top tier podcast, man. Holla at my nigga Ledge, man.
yeah, I will welcome that, man. I will definitely welcome that. Hope you listening, man. Appreciate it. NicoTV, follow him at NicoTV _ on Twitter. Join his Discord. You know what I mean? NicoTV. And yeah, man, NicoTV on YouTube and all that good shit. He got great content out, got interviews. He was in the field, in the building, interviewing people like Danny and Thesaurus and Saint and a lot of good people, man. So, man, just stay in tune with what my bro's doing out here, man. You already know I appreciate you.
Oh, always, man. Definitely appreciate being on the show, man. Always love, man. Shout out to all the supporters and everybody showing love, man.
Absolutely. Hey, it was live, man. It was live. Thank all the chat family. OYK, DME, Visual. I hope you driving safe. I don't know how many hours I killed for you, but I hope wherever you at, you doing good, brother. Roll. My sister-in-law Sadia popping in. She wanted me to shout her out. There you go, mama. All right. Happy belated. Dre the Great. Shout out to you. My man, the legend, Vouch Lombardi. My man was in here, all right? Get your bars up, media. Earlier it was Selson Blue. It was a couple other people. I'm sorry if I forgot you. Shannon, The Shoe, E, De Jesus, Kales. Fate was in here. Shout out to Fate on the West Coast. Hey, man, everybody. I know it's a long episode, but it was worth it, man. Bring y'all more content coming soon. I got y'all. I'm out. Good night. And as always, keep it battle rap. Love.